Okay, guys, this is my review of the movie The Way Back. I really enjoyed it. I think it was a great performance by Ben Affleck. I think that was very much what the film was composed of. As far as its best quality is the performance. And this is a film of two very different pieces. It's one about the coaches, Jack Cunnings. I think that's what his name is, Jack Cunnings, Ben Affleck's character. Part of it's about his personal life and his alcoholism, and then part of it is the team. And unlike many sports films, this is solely about the coach, where it's like they get highlights and different explorations of the different teammates, but it's pretty much the coach's story. But unlike even other sports films that are about the coach, it's mainly about the coach's personal life. I think the basketball part of it is kind of that symbolism of hope, that symbolism of something to do, because I think at the beginning he starts, not really doing anything, but having basketball back in his life, and he puts it in his own words out, it gets his mind off of other things, darker things, scarier things, and so that's why I think it was very interesting, and I think again, like I said, it was very much a tale of kind of two different sides of the story. And like, there's a part where you think the film's gonna be over, but it takes a weird turn, an interesting turn, I should say, where it's like the team wins a game and wins like the game to get to the playoffs or something like that, and they're all cheering and the coach is cheering, and then it cuts to black and you're like, okay, is it over? But then right after, they figure out he was drinking and stuff, and they fired him, and so it was a very what's it called? I should realize it's very, again, like, you think that it's about to be over, but then it takes an interesting turn, and it goes dark places, sad places. You feel bad for the characters, and I think and you still, with all this, character study of Jack Cunning, you do have time to really develop some of the characters, or as far not characters, basketball players, but not too deep. You never fully. It's not. It was. This film was never about the players, and they would constantly, do an interesting thing where they wouldn't show the games. They just cut to a black screen where it showed the score, but sometimes they would show the game, and that was pretty cool. And then the stuff with uh, uh, Jack and his family and his ex-wife, and diving into his personal, because I think the film is honestly at its strongest, I feel like not when they're diving into the basketball stuff, but when they're diving into the personal life of the coach. But I feel like that's where I think this film starts to struggle a little bit. It is This film doesn't fully know what to be. As Do you be like a sports coach film? Do you dive into the players? Do you dive into the personal life of Jack Cunning? And I think that's where the struggle starts to happen, where it's like, what do you stick to? Because this film would jump around from one scene about the players, one scene about alcoholism, one scene about a game, and another scene about his him struggling to be a coach. And so I think this film does jump around a lot, but really enjoyable. So anyways, stay tuned for videos coming at you.